But here's the problem you have with that, though. The mother wants to be able to take the child wherever she wants to take the child. And that's hypocrisy.
A lot of
times.
My
friend's going to keep him. Wait, why would your friend keep him? Let the father have him.
Because the mama know the kid for years. I mean, knows the friend. What I'm saying is that a lot of times moms,
and the daddy knows the friend is sucky.
Hold on. Moms, what I was about to say.
I don't know.
Birth children.
Give birth. We're going to start there. Give birth. Carry this baby. You know, they know they end up dating somebody. The person got him pregnant. They know that person is trash. He was trash when you with him. You know how he moved. You know how he act. You know who he was.
What if he became trash?
You know all of those things.
You have people that put on hats and act like they're something and they're not. People lie.
You have this friend that's been with you since the beginning. You know how this dude moves. You know who his friends are. And then he picks a girl that now he in love with. And you know how he act. No, you're not about to have my newborn baby breastfed. You got to say that because that makes it even more. Breastfed baby over doing only God knows what. No, you're not going to do that.
Welcome to another episode of Diva Court. I'm your host, Marsha Mignot, and with me is my co-diva.
It's Dana.
Dana Tire Sloshing Smith, that would be. We are not responsible for the things the tire slasher will say.
Because they about to be off the chain.
Nor will we believe half of what she's got to talk about.
It'd probably be true.
We don't own the rights to any of the topics we're about to talk about because this show is for edutainment purposes only. Please look for our videos every Wednesday. Subscribe. Find them on YouTube. Don't forget to listen for our episodes. Listen.
How many times you done did this? Like, you should be knowing this by heart.
Oh, excuse me. You just gonna mess with my monologue?
Yeah, no, you messed with your monologue.
No, you're messing with my monologue. Okay.
Well, get it right.
Please look for our episodes on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. This episode of Diva Court is sponsored by Cutie Nails and Spa in Midtown. They're offering manicures, pedicures, facials, and lashes. Enjoy a spa experience and let a Cutie Nails and Spa take care of you.
Oh, gosh. That was terrible. But we will not be starting over today. First take.
I've got to hit the noise. And the noise only
Everybody's off today. Come on, hit the noise.
But it only triggers when it's said right.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe give her one more time.
All right. This episode is sponsored by Cutie Nails and Spa. They're in Midtown offering manicures.
Oh, we started all the way over?
Pedicures.
I guess. Get your feet done.
Facials. And I can't work with her no more. Lashes.
Nobody want to take accountability for their failures.
Enjoy a spa experience and let a team of cuties take care of you.
About damn time.
Welcome to any job. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hello.
I don't want to take accountability for
Welcome to America.
Thank you.
Matter of fact, welcome to the world.
This is America.
This is called post-COVID.
Welcome
I'm
to
like,
Earth.
golly. Take accountability, okay?
Planet Earth, that is.
One take.
We're going to take two, okay?
We took like 6.
Listen, you've taken enough in your life.
Hello.
Lies.
So take no more.
Lies.
Okay.
That's why you're on a restriction of 1.
First of all,
Okay.
life comes to me very easily. So
Oh,
I
it
don't be worried
does.
about it.
Well, I guess you easy like Sunday morning.
Easy like Sunday
Oh my word, why did I do that? Okay. It's not easy for Tiffany Haddish, ladies and gentlemen.
It could have been easy for her.
No, because she was a beginning comedian.
She was a bad decision maker.
Early in your career, sometimes you get desperate.
Why we always be giving people
Let me tell you something.
Why we always be giving people passes?
Let me tell you why I would give Tiffany a pass.
He wasn't raised with a daddy.
You mean black women? Why do we give black women?
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Are you questioning my blackness?
Take the card. Snatch it.
No.
Snatch it.
No black man could ever take my black card.
Oh, he just snatched it.
No, he didn't.
No,
He
I
snatched
just
it. You got to
asked a
find where it's
question.
at.
Oh,
you don't know where it's at.
He said he checked your wallet.
You don't know where it's at. You can't come for this one, honey.
No, he said he won't.
You can keep it. You can
keep that. If that's where you keep your card, if
she
that's
keeps the card.
if that's where she keeps her card, she can keep her card.
Have it. She can have it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Tiffany Haddish. She has been sued by an individual who's alleged that Tiffany Haddish has engaged and involved in child molestation. According to the story and the lawsuits, Tiffany engaged in a comedy skit, years ago, and this individual is alleging that the comedy skit included Tiffany Haddish encouraging...
What's her name?
Tiffany Haddish.
Okay.
Tiffany Haddish encouraging her to engage in a inappropriate sexual act. Now, my take on this is that it's too much to do about nothing. You have to be careful when you become a star, because all your pre-star conduct
Do y'all hear that?
will come back
Do y'all hear that?
to haunt you.
Do
Y'all hear that? That's the
violins?
dismissal.
Do y'all hear the violins?
Y'all hear that dismissal?
Do y'all hear the violins?
That's a dismissal. That's a look. Dismissed. First of all, this chick is pro se and thinks she's going to represent herself against Tiffany Haddish's attorneys who are experienced in the law. You know, it speaks volumes about your case when you can't get a lawyer to take it against Tiffany Haddish, a star.
Well, first of all, my problem with the situation is, if you felt your kids got molested, why you ain't go to the police?
Well, that's the person filing the suit is the person who said I was a child when it happened. She is now 28 years of age.
Okay.
So she
I thought it was the mama.
No. The mom is not filing it. This is an adult. The person is now an adult, and I think they're 28.
That was a little boy in the video.
No. That was because the video occurred years ago. They're saying when I was a child.
Right, but the
video.
person that was in the video was a boy.
There's two people. It was a brother and a sister, but it's the sister who's filed the lawsuit and said that she and her brother was in the video, and that it was
maybe the
supposed to
sister
be.
didn't get the publicity because I didn't see the sister in the
Isn't
video.
that sad that the one filing the lawsuit is not in the video? So maybe that's why a lawyer looked at the video and said, I don't see you.
Maybe that's why she ain't gonna win, because you're not in the video.
Okay. you need to be in the clip. At least the clip we saw.
Exactly.
You're not in that clip. So I don't know how you go not get clipped by a judge in a lawsuit, because that doesn't make any sense. I think it's frivolous. I think it will be dismissed. There are allegations that they tried to negotiate a settlement with Tiffany. There are also allegations that this person was once her friend. So
I don't have any judgment about this situation because I don't know what the evidence is. And what I mean by that is that I don't know how much involvement Tiffany Haddish participation was. I don't know if she read the script and said, this is a great idea. The video I saw, if she read the script and she participated in the video I saw, I would be questioning it, be it the cameraman, the producer, the writers, everybody who has anything to do with this video. I'm going to bring that into question, because what I saw was, even if it's a skit, I mean, what's the difference between, pretending to sexually assault a kid on video and sexually assaulting a kid on video, or the innuendo of a kid being sexually assaulted. And that just brings me to, like, if a girl is like 19 and she puts on like a skirt and like a little outfit or whatever, pigtails, and say, look at 12-year-olds, and the guys are watching these videos assuming she's 12. What is that? Like, do you get charged for that?
You can't. That's
you
an
can't.
adult.
So, I mean, maybe
what you can get charged for if the child is 14 and pretending to be a 20-year-old.
Well, there's that.
That's still child pornography.
So,
even though the person isn't.
I don't know. I mean, the video I watched, and maybe it just, even with the video that I watched, like, there was like a little puppy dog, so you really can't even see what
was going on in the video.
So for all we know, he could have had swim trunks on, or he could have had some panties on, or nothing on, or whatever on.
Because what I saw, he was peeping through a newspaper looking at the child. But it's kind of weird because he had a newspaper with holes cut out in front of the eyes.
Right.
And he's looking at the child playing on the ground.
And
it's only him
panties.
and the child.
And the child was
is in
panties.
underwear.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the skit is like he's pretending to read the newspaper as he's looking at the child through the peepholes, which then makes it worse at the end after all of these different pedophile-like situations. The little boy starts looking at him as if he was interested in the grown man, and that.
But in none of that clip was Tiffany. The clip that I saw, Tiffany was in the bathroom with one child, giving it a bath, and the role she was supposed to be playing in this skit was she's the mother who trusted an adult and left her children.
But maybe in the girl version, maybe she was the pedophile for the girl version.
I thought the girl was the one in the bathtub. Now that I think about it,
it was only
it was a little boy in the bathtub.
Yeah, it's the same little boy. So maybe in the girl version, because there's a part about this sub or whatever. And someone's eating the sub, imitating fellatio, allegedly. This is what was in the article. Imitating fellatio and making these noises or whatever. And that's not in the boy version, so maybe she's supposed to be that person.
Making the sounds.
Oh,
boy. Be careful how you become a star after you've played in some unstarry-like stuff.
Or just be very careful about what you...
Comedy is so...
Comedy is tough. It's a tough arena. It's getting tougher these days because everybody's so sensitive.
Is it sensitive?
I think it is. And the reason I say that is, had they not said what the act or the comedy was supposed to be about, I wouldn't have even figured it out. To be honest with you, it would just look like, this is not funny. What is this? Because I couldn't tell from...
You weren't even paying attention.
No, from him looking out of just two holes in a newspaper.
You weren't watching. You glanced at it. It was a whole thing. They were playing R. Kelly. Age ain't nothing but... They were doing it was a lot. You were... Like, you weren't really.
So the song
it.
was supposed to be in
it. Was a song was in the background. He had the thing and he was looking, and then it was slow motion. It was a whole situation. It looked like.
I mean, but see, that's where okay. So the issue is, you can't, and also in those times you have an adult representative, right? You're getting SAG credit. You have an adult representative. You should have an adult representative.
Right.
If not, that's something you bring up.
Did you hear the audio? The quality of the video was trash. It looked like it was homemade. It was a very low budget type situation. I don't know if you're getting SAG credit for that.
But I mean, it's still an underage person. You need to get...
Somebody should be there.
But
maybe somebody was there.
But even if you're having a real video when pedophiles are getting it in with little kids, if there's a real video and an adult is there, that's the mama.
But that's not the same thing.
But what I'm saying is that, so what if someone's there? If a crime, and I'm not saying this is a crime, but if a crime occurs with or without
right,
a person,
and that's the issue.
That's where the distinction is.
Yeah, that's where the line is drawn.
Although it's civil,
what's the definition of seminal? What's the definition?
It is a type of Indian. At the Florida State University.
Are you sure?
No, that ain't
Native
gummies.
American. Oh,
Are
I'm
you-
sorry.
No,
That's
they're
really
not.
good.
They're
That's
not
really
Native
good.
Americans
They
anymore.
are.
The original people.
No,
They are both.
No.
They call them the original.
I got a
people.
better
They
definition.
are both.
It's inedible.
It's
Is that Semicolon's cousin?
no.
Seminole?
They are the people getting paid by FSU to keep chanting and going, oh, at football games. That's what a Seminole is.
Is that what that is?
Yes.
So what were you trying to say?
Although it's civil, it's
Civil.
still a crime.
That is completely.
No, but it's
because I
a
was
civil
saying
lawsuit.
it's not criminal.
No, I was not thinking you were going to say civil. I was thinking maybe he's going to say similar.
Civil
was
and
not
criminal
on my-
put together.
It's seminal.
Okay. All right, I'm with it now. Go ahead.
Criminal and civil is seminal.
Okay.
Yeah. So, although it's
It
not
could be a
criminal,
Seminole case because it could be civil and criminal.
well,
They start with the civil part and turn it into a criminal.
Look at here. The fact she ain't
They're
starting
not.
with a lawyer says to me, it's not getting off the ground.
Yeah.
If you cannot find an attorney to shake down Tiffany
anybody
into a
for
settlement,
any type of settlement.
in a settlement. We're not talking about lawsuit. We're talking about a settlement.
Okay, but here's the thing. Now that she doesn't have a lawyer, but now she has the publicity because it's now out there and people have been talking about it.
Well, hold on
So
now.
now that it's out there
Let's
and
stop
your
playing
name,
Hold on
football
now.
and let's go get our baseball man and play baseball because what you did is just move the goalpost.
no, what I'm saying is, what you're saying is the fact that she couldn't get a lawyer, but now she's created a firestorm and put this story out there.
So, do
Now,
you think that
Tiffany
helps her?
Haddish, I think it helps. Yeah, the defendant or the plaintiff.
How does it help her?
It helps her because now Tiffany Haddish's career is on the rise, and I haven't heard now. I get the legal perspective of what you are saying, but in every comment, every situation, every interpretation, everybody who's responding about the video, and I'm not saying that they're right. What I'm saying is this was the worst video ever. This was terrible. This is terrible. This is terrible. This is terrible. So now you are, polluting the jury. You're diluting them to kind of lean towards.
That chick
The
ain't
plaintiff.
getting past
don't think
nobody's motion for summary judgment.
What I'm saying is that
First of
you don't,
all,
but nobody, you don't
that
have the,
chick,
you don't have,
what
you,
they say, a person who represents themselves has a
that's
fool
not
for
what,
a
you
client.
missing what I'm saying.
That girl is a fool.
You missing what I'm saying. Now that there is a firestorm of
There is no firestorm.
It
There
is
will
a-
be one when Tiffany's lawyer gets done with
there's a
this chick.
firestorm. So
They
there's-
gonna gaslight her ass. That's
All
what
right.
they're gonna do.
as I'm trying to finish, what I'm saying is the publicity is there. So with the publicity, some lawyer may come up and take it to the next level to see if maybe we can get a settlement.
Let me
Wow.
tell you why a lawyer will look at the facts of the case and say, nah.
Herpes got 31 million. So I'm just saying. Herpes got 31 million. I do remember that, right? That just happened.
I don't think it was 31.
It was some millions.
I thought
Herpes
it was
got
3.
millions.
Because they delayed the process, they were actually punished for not.
Correct.
Okay, but what I'm
producing
saying
that.
is that who else got paid? Who else got sued?
But they had legal
Who else
grounds
got
to
sued?
stand
What's the
on.
guy?
Who failed to file an answer?
Yeah.
That is different. Tiffany's lawyers are on top of this one. So if
We
that's
don't
what she's
know.
expecting-
we don't know.
No, we do
don't-
know.
How do we know?
What do you mean? How do we know?
We don't know.
She has spoken and her attorneys have spoken and said right now she is not going to talk. All she did was say, I don't think.
That just sounds like a whole bunch of maneuvering.
Well, what you've already done is moved us past the current stage we're at, which the current stage we're at is she has like no grounds
For the lawsuit.
you don't know. You don't know. You ain't seen the video.
What video?
But
The
you
video
don't-
of what she's.
No, no,
the
no,
court don't
no.
see the video either when you
Here's-
get a motion
Here's
to
the issue
dismiss.
you have. The issue you have is, of course the video is going to look like somebody's been pedophile.
Because that was the purpose of the video.
The issue is,
this is not R. Kelly.
Whether they were willfully there to try and create this
funny.
You don't
mean?
know. And you don't know. We don't know.
We don't know what?
We don't know the facts of the case.
Wait.
you have to
Let me tell you what the
state
facts of the case are.
That you
I was a child years ago. I participated in a video, and I believe that my participation now, how many years later, was molestation. Tiffany molested me. Okay. Well, you better have some molestation in that funny video you was laughing about.
I was hanging out with Bill Cosby, and that was some years ago. I went to eat at his at his wife's house, and he drugged me, but I came back and ate again, and I hung out with him, bought him a sweater, and had a relationship with him, and he molested me.
And he admitted on a deposition that he drugged you.
Okay, but we didn't get that far yet.
Oh, we were way past that.
What I'm saying is your fact pattern doesn't.
I'm saying. All right, how about this? The initial filings in the case lead to anyone reading it. You ain't got no case.
You don't. Did you read the initial? Did you read the complaint?
When you have the initial filings,
did anybody read the complaint?
Yeah, of what she said.
Yeah.
Yes, she's alleged.
She synopsized it right there.
She's alleged in her article that she was molested.
So you're telling me that you can't get money from being molested?
I'm sorry.
No, ma'am. That's not how you get money. You don't just get money from filing a lawsuit. That's the problem with America.
I get
is
all
people
of that,
think I just file a lawsuit and cha-ching, cha-ching, let the cash register ring. That's not how this shit works.
Has it been dismissed yet?
No, of course.
It just got filed.
There's delays, but you can read the file. Listen, how about this? If I have a bomb in that box, I'm not going to tell y'all that's a pretty box over there that may have a bomb in it. I'm going to show you the bomb in my article. I'm not going to hide it because I'm going to do what you said you should do. Poison that jury pool.
Yep.
Hey,
but she did.
Show them all the evidence you got.
Have you not seen all the videos on YouTube?
No, but what I'm saying is, the hurdle is, this was filmed. Everything that you brought up is...
This is not a hidden video.
This is filmed with cameramen, producers, people sponsored. Like,
so are child pornography
SAG
videos
stuff.
too.
SAG
yeah,
stuff.
but
you saying SAG stuff, but is it
because you've got a representative who's supposed to be there?
But you're saying this, but you don't know. You don't know if all of this happened.
What I'm saying is,
and this video is
you
low
would
budget.
allege that the person who was there didn't do that for you.
Right, that's not alleged,
and she didn't allege that.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of
no one was there to protect me.
In this conversation, there are a lot of facts not in evidence. We don't know,
and that's what's missing from
correct. Correct, and that's why.
Unless y'all read the complaint,
what I'm saying is that's her complaint. If you don't have anything else,
correct.
If you have an article where you said, "I have a photo of Will Smith, Jay-Z, and everybody else beating me up." And then molesting me and gang raping me.
And they say that's a lie.
Stuff, and you wouldn't say that in an article that's about your lawsuit about
no
that?
Way. No way.
You don't have
a case.
I think it's just too early to.
Oh, it's early.
I mean,
let me tell you something. As a plaintiff, it's never too early to put everything on the table.
In fact, they will dismiss your case for not having a definite statement.
Right.
Definite statement. So there is motions for that too. Motion to dismiss.
State your claim.
Yeah, you failed to state a claim for which relief can be granted. That's the easiest motion. That's the motion at the gate. You file that before the answer in some jurisdictions.
No, yeah.
And in some jurisdictions, you file it with the answer.
Let's see if it gets
depending on whether your lawyer want to charge you for 2 documents or 1.
I'm just saying, in our conversation with what was disseminated between us, you know what I'm saying, it was not the complaint. So it's like if you were reading the complaint and that was your opinion about it, then I could be like, okay, I see what you're saying. But we reading an article off of someone's opinion about what she's saying, plus a quote here, a quote there, and assuming that what this article indicates is the truth. And it wasn't even
we know one thing. We know one thing. It wasn't an allegation that you visited Tiffany's house and you got molested. We know that. We know there's an admission that this was supposed to be a comedic skit. We've got that.
Skit.
Hold on before you go any further. So there's an admission that what we were doing was trying to make something funny,
And
a funny video.
Acknowledged it as that.
And I acknowledge it as that. But I think now that I look back, that was molestation.
This is
What?
different from being tricked into or
Correct, or coerced into doing something.
Into like taking the Quaaludes or having anybody drug you. Or
As
do
a
anything
kid,
like that.
you can't determine what is child molestation and what's not.
Trust me. You didn't drive your car over there, I tell you that, if you was 12 or 13. Let me tell you as a kid what you didn't do. You didn't get in your car, get your pocketbook and get your keys, crank it up and drive yourself to a set where they were putting together a comedic skit. That I know for sure you did not do. Here's what you didn't do either. You didn't sign a contract. You didn't get how much you was going to get paid for being in the video. Hold on. You mean some adults has to sign that for you to actually get a check?
So you telling me that if a child gets paid to be in a video where it looks like molestation and let's say comedic skit is not in front of it?
First of all, have you ever seen the movie Blue Lagoon? Do you remember the controversy surrounding the fact that young lady, what was that, Brooke Shields?
I believe
starred in that movie and was in a love scene, and people were like, "Wow, my God, this is a young." The family, quiet while we collect this check. Okay, everybody have a seat.
But I don't know.
Here's where your difference is. With the intent to create comedy is legal. That is legal from the start.
Yeah, that's not illegal.
That to create,
but with the intent to create sexual arousal,
to create
that's
sexual
different.
content. That's your intent to create sexual content. That's illegal from the jump.
Hello.
So what you're talking about is something completely different. There's no way that could ever be legal because that's never the intent.
Ever.
So the issue that she's having is that was the understanding she had. Everyone else is saying that's the understanding. Nobody was aroused. No one did.
Nobody disputed that. Nobody, including the plaintiff, has disputed that.
She just believes that they put her in an uncomfortable situation at a young age.
And now I need to get a check.
Molestation, which needs to be
compensated.
Check.
Give me a check. Check, please.
I'm just saying my kids wouldn't be in that type of situation.
Well, you're a different parent, and parents differ. Yeah. That's why you have child actors and child actresses that have engaged in a lot of stuff. You and I just talked about on the last episode a parent who was told by an older sibling that R. Kelly was acting strange with a younger sibling, and what the parents do? Fly in and signed over guardianship to R. Kelly to fix it. So my point to you is there are lots of parents out there that want their children to be stars. And if they think this is an opportunity for my child to come up, I want to do it. I think you have somebody in your family that wants to model. I wonder if you're going to take her to any photo shoots where she's going to take a picture and pose. Is that a sexy pose because her shoulder was up to the right?
She gonna have all her clothes on.
Okay. Even though she has her clothes on, is that a little bit too tight?
Swimsuits.
Is that a little bit too tight?
Swimsuit.
Is she gonna advertise for the JCPenney swimsuit magazine? Remember
I don't know about
picture in the magazine? Oh, was she molested? Her mother allowed the photographer to take a picture of her in a bathing suit. 28 years later, she wants a check.
It's a difference between a little kid taking a sub and making sexual noises as if she's giving fellatio, and a little kid taking a picture in her swimsuit while she's playing with other kids bouncing the ball.
So is she alleging she's the one making the noises?
Yeah. I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
She's alleging that?
That Tiffany told her to make these noises.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's not in no video.
You haven't seen the video. Nobody's seen this video. You saying it. That's not in evidence.
The video is actually pointless.
It is pointless. The video is not even relevant.
It's really not.
It's whether you were molested or not.
So
Tiffany would have had to have the sexual desires met by having someone else rub baby oil on you.
Wait, hold on. So the person that, let's just say you are the person creating the child porn, right? All right, it's just as simple as, and run this through me right quick. All right. So you a kid and you're like 15 and you take pictures of yourself, you give them to your boyfriend, your boyfriend looks at the pictures and is like, oh, da-da-da-da. For whatever reason, he passes to his homeboys. You know what I'm saying? And now it just got all around. Everybody got a picture.
That's a different.
That is.
Well, let me hear her.
That's
Let me hear her fact pattern
That's
first.
considered child pornography, right?
What is she wearing?
Difficult.
I have heard many cases where they're saying no. She's naked. She's naked.
Under
okay.
a different
Okay.
statute, right? It's weird because there's sub-statutes that fall under the same thing. So, like that dissemination, although it may be legal for her, but it's legal, he can receive it because she is willingly giving up that and allowing him specifically permission.
And because he's underage.
Even
it doesn't matter what age.
So if she's 14 and she sends a grown man a picture of her naked.
Okay. This is the difference, right? Just receiving the photo is not the issue as a grown man. It's soliciting that photo that is the issue.
Correct.
And that's under a separate statute.
Correct. Because if he says to you, send me a naked picture of yourself, that's a problem. You understand?
What if he saves it?
No. That's where we're coming into it.
Because then pretty much you can entrap anybody with that.
That's correct. Because I just sent it to you and now you're going to jail.
All right, so
think about it. I could just have my daughter text your husband a naked picture of her and he gets it on his phone. He's like, what the? You're going to jail.
But if you have your daughter text the husband, then won't you be responsible for that?
No, you got to prove I told her to text it.
Okay.
My daughter and I is smart. We're not going to tell you.
To send it to him.
No, my daughter's not that dumb. And I don't have a daughter.
So, all right. So if you are a kid and you send the child pornography, you send a picture to another little boy and then the little boy passes it around to his friends, then people do consider that
different
to be,
statute, still child pornography. Yes.
Right.
Because the permission was solely to that child.
Kid.
Okay.
And him disseminating is the issue.
Is the problem.
He cannot do that because her photo is expressly permitted to him.
All right. So she sends the photo to the guy and, he like, well, can I send it to my friends and my homies? And she like, yeah. Then it's not child pornography.
No, it would still be because there are certain statutes that says if you disseminate a naked photo or any compromising photos of a minor, it's still child pornography.
Okay, so in this video that I watched, it's a compromising. The child looks compromised.
Not to me because the child wasn't even being touched. The child wasn't even being touched. First of all, we are putting.
They rub baby oil on the child. We rub baby oil on the child.
Yeah, but what you're trying to do is
you're trying to assimilate. You're trying to bring in things. All right, so
he rubbed baby oil on the child.
The child. We're talking about two separate things.
And it comes off as if it comes off as a sexual nature, that's different.
Wait. First you're talking about disseminating and now you.
No, I'm
she's trying to parallel
in
something. She parallel parking in a straight parking space.
Okay. She need a self-parking vehicle.
No, I got this. I don't trust it. I got
what
this.
you need to do.
Get over to the side.
She's about to climb the curb.
Manual.
She about to climb the curb.
Manual.
What you've got to understand that the premise is this is the legality of free speech. They get to create this parody and do something to drive some kind of artistic point, something that the state cannot describe or the only thing they can put a line at is that's illicit because you are doing something of a sexual nature that is clear.
Okay, so if they say this is a comedy skit and there is about to be an act going on, but it stops right before the act occurs. Like, this is a comedy skit. Make sure your kids that is not considered. That's going to be, I don't know.
Wait. Are you talking about child pornography or are you talking about sexual molestation? Because that's two different things.
I'm talking about.
Because remember, child pornography can occur even though there's no sexual act.
Right. I'm just talking about, it's just in the illusion that they're putting out here from watching the video that I watched. Which
so first of all, the video listeners is supposed to be a depiction of a mother who trusted an adult to babysit her children, and that adult.
Although there were clear signs that this adult should not be
babysitting children.
And
right?
and
so
then
the mother was oblivious to the fact.
The mom was yeah.
No, that's what the skit was supposed to be about.
She was oblivious, but she was trying so hard to be out in the streets.
No, but that happens on a daily basis. Is across this country,
like,
and that's why
to what's going on.
That was the message: is stop leaving your kids with people, a kiki kaka. And now she looks back and she's like, that really wasn't funny, because that's her comment so far. The limited comment that Tiffany has put out. It's, I hate that I participated in that foolishness, and I now look back and I don't think it was even funny. Waste of time. You understand? That's her response, but I can't comment any further. That's where she is with it. But the moral of the video was to say to mothers, stop practicing willful blindness by leaving your kids
with anybody,
with just about anybody, including a molester, so that you can go do an errand or whatever it is you decide you want to go.
He was like, you going to the post office? But the post office closed. Oh, this one 24 hours. Yeah. And she had her club dress on.
Right. So she want to go hang out.
Yeah.
That was the thing, is don't go clubbing and lie about where you're going on your errand and then leave your kids with molesters.
I guess my thing is that just like I can't make a full, like, oh my gosh. The video I watched, they had just this, they said, oh my gosh, it's so explicit. I can't get wrapped up in what somebody else says.
and that happens all the time.
And they just had this dog covering this little boy. But before he was being covered, I saw him in like some boxer shorts on, like some tight boxer shorts on with no shirt on. So for me, that in itself,
so that reminds me of Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel has a segment on his show that's called Unnecessary Bleeps. And somebody is saying something normal. And what he does is he just bleeps it. And it makes it appear as if the person is cussing. Mm-hmm. That's how that video looks to me. When you're putting your picture of a puppy dog in front of something, it causes the mind to fill gaps. And it causes you, if you're hearing allegations about molestation, to start picturing what could be happening.
He was dead on looking at the little boy.
No, but that's the point of it, to make it so obvious.
Make it so
how does she not see?
Correct.
Just to go out,
just to go hang out at the club. A mother would leave her child with a molester.
He even edited out the music of them playing R. Kelly.
That's my point. Is that when you
it was? So what I say all this,
huh?
Wasn't it on YouTube?
Yeah, you can't play that.
They edited.
Yeah, but it was on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
So
you can't.
So all these different things.
All I'm saying is that I'm not gonna completely pass judgment on something that I can't fully see.
Gotcha.
But in the same sense, the video with, I guess, the girl having maybe a similar situation, I didn't see that video. So I can't even pass judgment on what that could possibly look like. I just can't pass judgment on whether or not this was a good or bad decision in the first place. It just looks like, and I just feel like she is so much bad publicity that some scumbag attorney may pick up the case.
No, she would have found that scumbag before she
but it's just building. This is the first week I heard about it. So it's just building up.
I think you would have found somebody who would have wanted this.
Well, we'll see. This is like
it's only California, correct?
This only been out for like a couple of days. It's
no. The issue is if you file it pro se, someone
she talked to a lawyer.
It takes a minute.
Yeah.
For someone not to say, I'm going to a lawyer to talk this about.
Yeah.
I know.
And then
I'm not saying that this thing has credibility, and that's why great lawyers or decent lawyers or lawyers who need cases, but they can't afford to, waste any time on dumbass cases. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that she didn't do that. What I'm saying is now that we're talking about it, other people are talking about it, it's on YouTube, it's starting to get a following, people are starting, she responds to this, it brings more attention, everybody's looking at this video, the video numbers are going 300.9, blah, 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 all this energy. Now somebody's like, well, maybe I can get a settlement. Who knows? Just to not talk about this anymore. It's all I'm saying is it might just be some type of, like you said, initially when she tried to just throw me some money and we can debt it all. Maybe now that it got a little publicity, because when she said that initially, it didn't have no publicity.
She is not getting a Michael Jackson chick.
We will see. We'll see.
Michael settled those cases.
I mean, Bill Cosby settled cases that he shouldn't have to. There's a lot of
no.
celebrities.
Slow your roll now. Bill Cosby's lawyers did a fantastic job.
I'm talking
Let's
about
not play with
settling
each other.
cases.
Because when he settled, he got immunity from the district attorney.
No, I'm not
That's
saying
what you call a settlement.
he still cut a check, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but how much is that check when
Compared
the price
to
is freedom?
Life
No, I
in
get
prison.
Two separate things. I'm talking about a check. I ain't talking about Tiffany Haddish going in prison.
No, we understand that. But
I'm
what
talking
I'm
about a
saying,
check.
No, what
No,
we're saying to
there
you
are a
is,
lot of-
cut the check, not before her,
Hey,
but for that immunity.
There are a lot of
ma'am, I cut
there are
it
a lot
for
of
them,
checks.
not for you.
there's a lot of checks.
You're the collateral beneficiary of the check because I know I gave her something to drink, but I'm really cutting the check to keep these jokers off my back.
There's a lot of checks.
That's what he paid
being
for. He
cut.
paid for immunity.
There's a lot of checks being cut that ain't nobody talking about. But you know
No,
who
for
cutting
sure,
a check that
for
somebody is talking about? You see how I did that?
Oh,
You see how I did
well, he ain't cutting it yet
He ain't
because the
cut a
judge
check.
is cutting a fool. The judge is cutting a fool. Listeners, the check she's talking about that is being supposedly written, but it ain't cut yet, is Tyrese. Tyrese was in court in the Superior Court of Fulton County, Georgia, and he was ordered to pay $10,000 a month in child support. Ooh, that little girl eat diamonds for dinner?
Diamonds on my neck, diamonds on my grill.
I don't know what you give a child for $10,000 a month.
I need.
Can you imagine that? There are grown-ups with children and family that are not making $10,000
Wait,
per
I
month.
just did math.
That's what I'm That's what I'm saying. Per month.
It's 120
Per
a year.
My
month.
name's Jaden.
Jade broke.
Jaden broke. I'm Jaden right here.
Can you imagine that?
Wow.
Do you make $10,000 a month?
No, the mama is making 120K.
Got to be more careful.
The mama making 120K a year. Duh. I mean, if that's what you're supposed to do.
I don't understand.
If you in that lifestyle and you looking for that type of guy, you make sure
You have a baby with him.
lock him down.
Wow.
Like all the Nick Cannon girls.
Who would have thought that having a baby
You should have
is a career?
You should have.
I didn't know baby mama was up there. If I knew baby mama was up there, I would have.
Where you been? Have you not? We done discussed this.
So
That's
you mean
a new
I
career.
spent all that money on education?
You wasted your time, girl. All you had to
Wow.
do is spread it wide, lay it low, and spread it wide, and choose the right one.
Oh my word! Check the income.
Why we mad at the fact that she used her creative wiles to get this check? Why we mad about that?
I think it's inappropriate.
She was married to. Was she married to him? I think she was married
Yeah,
to
it was
him.
a divorce.
I think it was
It was a
divorce.
divorce.
Yeah.
And she was married to him. So I just
But-
don't understand.
but here's my problem.
Why can't she?
Here's my problem.
Lay it low
Give
and spread
her-
it wide to her husband,
No.
and then get this check.
No. When you're laying it low and spreading it wide, if I'm the judge, I wouldn't put it on the child support. I would put it on spousal support. So if
the
I'm
child
gonna
is
give,
gonna be in my life a lot longer.
if I'm gonna give
Then it's
spousal
alimony.
support, I would give spousal support.
I don't want to get remarried.
Is that what spousal support would do? Prevent her from remarrying? Mm-hmm. Oh, you might
But
want to
she
put some
wanna get
provisions.
married. She
I want to
wanna get
remarry.
married. She want to get married.
No,
so she
I don't
get
have
in
a
child
problem
support.
with it being
She wants to
spousal
get married, so
support,
she get it in
but
child support.
$10,000 a month in child
If she got it in alimony and she wanted to get married again, then her money gets.
They don't have, the judge don't have to put that provision on there.
It's not state law required.
I don't think so.
That don't sound right.
No. In settlements, it usually is. I'm not going to give you this money unless you don't remarry. Because if somebody else comes into your life, they need to take on that bill. I don't want to do the financing and they do the romancing. Let Bill pay the bill.
William.
If you marry Bill, let Bill pay the bills. Okay, that's my problem. Is $10,000 in child support is just.
Why are you jealous?
I hope it goes into a trust. You know, the sad part is people like this sometimes will the kid grows up and there's no money to go to college.
Don't they use a document to come up with these numbers?
They use a domestic relations financial affidavit.
Well, if that DARFA said 10K,
DARFA, listeners, is the abbreviation for Domestic
Then
Relations
10K.
Financial Affidavit.
It
Am I
may
gonna have to
be.
bleep that out?
So,
What? Bleep what out?
DARFA,
DARFA
it's
is
not
what
a
it's
cuss
called.
word.
Oh.
Just drive
You
by.
think you're Mr. Funnies.
Just drive by. that
You
one.
must be Funny's
No,
cousin.
she flew by. She didn't drive.
You must be Funny's cousin. Not funny. Lead the jokes to the comedians.
10 grand a month in child support is too much. I think it's too much. I think if she's going to get that kind of money, it needs to go in trust.
I think if he has that money, then no, it's not too much.
I think it should go in
If
trust.
he doesn't have that money,
Well, the
then
testimony
it's
was
too much.
that he for 2018 he grossed 2.2.
We in 2022,
Yeah, but think about it. 2018 is what the lawyer was asking him about.
but we
That's
didn't
why
see
the judge got so mad at him, because the judge was upset with Tyrese and got upset and threatened to hold him in contempt, listeners, because Tyrese asked the question of the lawyer. But the judge felt like the question was inappropriate because witnesses are not permitted to ask questions of the counsel who's cross-examining them.
Well, I like Tyrese, but I'm gonna just say this. We didn't watch the whole video. Maybe Tyrese was giving him the business the whole time, and then he just got fed up. Like, shut up! I'm sick of you, which is what he said. So maybe he was just giving him the business the whole time, and maybe that's what happened. Because first of all, no black man wants to be on a stand. I'm just saying.
Well, you have that kind of money, you expect to be on somebody's stand.
So this was a bench trial.
Yes,
Should he have done the jury
he
trial?
should have.
Not done it. We're in
Did.
it. Atlanta. Oh man, let all them ladies get on there like, this is how I get this check. Oh, give her the money.
Are
No,
you
no,
sure?
no.
I'm-
Let me tell you something.
I'm pretty sure it would be
women
the
are
opposite.
very, very judgmental of other women. In fact, there are people who believe that women are women's worst enemy because we are more judgmental of each other.
No.
And
it's going to
we-
be like 3 baby mamas who's supposed to get $75.
Oh, they would
I'm not-
never
let me finish my
make it
statement.
on the jury.
3 baby mamas that's supposed to be getting $75 every 2 weeks, and they don't get it. Like, oh, he got it. He going to take one for everybody on the
Have
team.
we talked
No.
about how difficult it is to get on a jury when you want to be on one?
Have we talked about how difficult it is to find a man who has that much money?
That is correct.
It ain't hard. Just go down
Oh,
to
wait.
Miami and be at all the clubs.
Wow.
That's,
Okay.
I know
I
girls
said
who
Atlanta.
get it in.
His trial's in Atlanta.
Oh, go to it. I mean, but
His
they
trial's
go,
in Atlanta.
They go to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
You get, but people from Miami, they come.
I
You
know,
go to
but-
Miami and
but
marry him
they
and bring him
here.
to Georgia?
But they
I know,
here.
but you can go. There's clubs in Georgia. There is a whole culture of women who do this.
No, I
They-
understand
They
that.
set up. They get dressed. They get this. They
But
get
what I'm
that. They
saying
go
is-
to these clubs. They
I have babies with rich
and
men.
try to put holes.
What
in-
do they say about Atlanta? There's about 5 women to every one man.
But that's why you get pregnant.
So,
Hello,
no,
future.
hello. That's why you
Child
don't
support
make.
is in his future.
That's why
Exactly.
you don't make this one pay all this child support. Because how you gonna pay for yours?
Yeah. Yeah, you want him available.
They're not, but they already
Tyrese
know.
is now single.
They're
I'm
so-
on the jury.
They're so.
I'm going to go find
I'm
him
pretty
next
sure
week.
the cute women are not on the jury.
Why, they're going to strike all the cute women?
The cute women are not on the jury.
No, that's the ones
Excuse
they gonna
me.
think are gonna relate.
Excuse
they
me.
might, she know what I'm trying
Yeah.
to do. She
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Nah, they don't know because the
she
cute
gonna hook
ones
me
will
up.
be like, "Oh, she got that 10K."
we striking them for ugly, not
gon-
cause. Cause she ugly.
She got that 10K. I'm cute. I'm about to go holler at him.
No, I ain't giving her
That's
the
how they
10K.
do it.
No,
I'm
she's
gonna
not
give
getting
her-
10K. She
get-
thinks she's cute.
she get-
Remember, the ugly girls are not going to give the pretty girl the money.
No.
Oh,
I'm talking about
I
pretty
understand
girl.
what she did. I'm not giving that pretty girl the money. Mm-mm.
Nah.
Remember, the
telling you.
ugly girl's not going to give you the money.
You'd be surprised how women get together and talk about how he ain't paying child support. Get in that
No,
chat.
that's in your powwow. That's in your powwow.
Every
Yeah.
once in a while, you get that one who be like, he shouldn't be paying for you to go get your hair done and your nail. Let me tell you something. Okay, let me make this very clear. I'm not talking about this 10K because that's a whole different story. But in regular life, I already done paid for the daycare. I done paid for the food. I done paid for the sports. I done paid for the after school this and the that and the this. So when his check finally gets here, if it ever comes, yes, I'm going to use that money to go get my hair and my nails done because it's already paid for.
So it's reimbursement?
Period. It's reimbursement.
Wow.
That's what it is. First of all, if here's the thing. If you are a very active parent, then you know every day that your child is going to need something. I just had to get into it with mine. Like, why do I have to leave the house and pay $250 every time we leave the house because you need something? And when I say she, Mommy can have this, Mommy can have that, Mommy can have this, Mommy can have that. And some of these things be legitimate purposes. So I have to be like, yeah, I got to get you that. Yeah, you do need this. Yeah, you do need that. Yeah, we do need to pay for
Rearing children is expensive? Is that what the message is?
That's the message. So I don't want to hear about you telling me, which I don't go get my hair and nails done. But if I wanted to, I don't want to hear you coming to me about, yeah, they be taking the money. Your little $150 every 2 weeks don't pay for nothing.
Well, I'm going to have to defend the men. Let me play.
Real quick. You know what's cheaper?
Closing your legs.
An abortion.
Ah!
You don't have to stress about cheerleading.
Not a thing.
Child support.
Not a thing. Hey, you know what? That shit.
If I'm married to you,
Listen,
in a loving household, and we had kids,
see, now
then
you-
you would.
now you
Hey,
putting
why
new
you changing it?
circumstances
Yeah.
into-
They would-
If it's your husband, you don't have that. His
Tyrese-
check. He's complaining too. He was complaining about the AC being out. Darn.
no, I'm talking about, but we get a divorce, and now child support is an issue.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying
Yeah,
we're no
okay.
longer
Okay,
married.
Fair,
married.
fair.
Okay.
Fair,
Okay.
fair.
And now you
Okay.
questioning me about why I'm
I
getting
just
my
wanna
hair and
know
nails
why you
done.
coming
And
after
why
Tiffany
is
Haddish.
your new girlfriend
Yeah.
asking me what's going on in my pocket?
Your new girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tell her to mind her damn business, or do she want to pay a bill? How about we all powwow together and see who gonna pay what?
Who my new girlfriend?
What?
Yeah, he gonna say, how you said? Why you think I got a girlfriend?
Oh.
The one that you
the
spending-
imaginary
The
one.
husband.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The one that you spending, the one that you not giving
Yeah.
me these checks for. How come I
Right.
done seen y'all go out on these cruises and you can't get me?
Oh, you
no,
posting?
no, no.
Oh, you
He posted
posting
on Facebook.
That was my
Okay.
cruise. She happened to come on.
No.
I
What
met her there.
No, what they say is she paid for it. She paid for it. Don't be questioning me.
Yeah, she paid for the cruise.
Don't be questioning me
and
about what I
didn't
do
pay
with this
for
money.
it. You didn't pay for it.
Yeah.
So stop.
I didn't
complaining.
pay for it. She paid for it.
I couldn't pay for it because,
I pay child support.
yeah,
That's it. I don't have any money left.
simple math.
After y'all take every dime out of my check,
Oh my God.
I had to find a woman to help me with the finances.
Daycare $225. Food is $100 a week.
Look, drop them off a few hours and pick them up when you get off work.
Then they don't want to. They don't want help.
I'll help you. I'll pick them up. How about I keep them? No, to be honest with you, I find a lot more women are attempting to alienate fathers from their children's lives. I find that a lot. I do. I'm just going to be honest. And I don't know if it's because those are the only cases that I come across, but the majority of the cases that I represent a father, I have a mother on the other end fighting like the dickens.
Yeah, because the baby 3 months old.
keep him
and
from
now he
having
don't
a
want to
child.
talk to you no more. The baby 3 months old.
So why I can't
he
have
don't
my
want to talk to you no
3-month-old?
more. But then he wants you to drop the baby off with him and his new girlfriend. Y'all ain't raising my kid. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
we don't want to raise your kid, but I'm a dad.
Can you bring him over? Who's over there?
No, but here's the problem you have with that, though. The mother wants to be able to take the child wherever she wants to take the child. And that's hypocrisy.
A lot of
Oh,
times.
my friend's going to keep him.
lot of
Wait, why would
times-
your friend keep him? Let the father have him.
Because the mama know the kid for years. I mean, knows the friend. What I'm saying is that
Yeah,
a lot
no,
of
the friend
times
ain't no
moms,
good.
Hello?
moms,
And the daddy knows the friend is sucky.
moms- Hold on. Moms, what I was about to say.
I don't know.
Birth children.
Give
birth
birth.
children.
We're going to start
Yeah,
there. Give
uh-huh.
birth. Carry this baby. You know, they know. They end up dating somebody. The person got him pregnant. They know that person is trash. He was trash when you with him. You know how he moved. You know how he act. You know who he.
What if he became
You know
trash?
all of those things.
You have people that put on hats and act like they're something and they're not. People
And
lie.
You have this friend that's been with you since the beginning. You know how this dude moves. You know who his friends are, and then he picks a girl that now he in love with, and you know how he act. No, you're not about to have my newborn baby breastfed. You gotta say that because that makes it even more breastfed baby over doing only God knows what. No, you're not gonna do that.
So what if she
And
is?
then, I know what I was gonna say.
a medical
And then
doctor?
moms don't be having good moms. Don't be having every Tom, Dick, and Harry, around their child.
Well, these new moms.
Just Barry.
Excuse me. What?
Just Tiffany Haddish's skit. Men like that is who they have watching their kids.
That was her uncle.
That was no daddy in there.
That was her uncle.
There was no daddy in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
That's another problem.
all I'm saying
let
is
the kid
that-
go to the father. I'm telling you, the majority of the men that I represent, the mother is trying to keep the father from the child. They would rather give the kid to the neighbor. No, my neighbor can babysit.
That's terrible.
The father should have the right of first refusal. No, I can make arrangements. No. In fact, some of these judges are really careless because if I'm sitting on the bench, one of the things that I would do is I would issue an order that says the other parent gets the right of first refusal. If you cannot parent the child for whatever reason, you have work, you're going on a trip, or something's happening, the other parent should have the right of first refusal. You must first contact the other parent and say, hey, I am going sada. I can't keep the kid. Can you?
That makes sense.
But that's not what's happening. The parent is finding out that the kid was over when he thinks the child is with the mother. The child is not with the mother, and because he's not clocking the mother like that, he's finding out later that the child was with Pookie and him for a week.
Yeah, because they be living their best life. The daddies.
That's the problem, though,
The
because
daddies
if
be
he
living
says
their best life and like, let me just see where this kid is.
No, the dad is saying, if you going somewhere,
doing his thing.
let me tell you what the problem
He's
is.
just
Though.
trying to give them freedom. That's what all y'all women want. I want to do it. Stop following me.
No. That's true. He's stalking me. Because when I turn, he's calling me, and you can't call me all the time asking me about the kid. You're not really trying to check on your kid. You're trying to check on me. So don't call me like that. Don't call me every day. I have
when
parents.
When your kid is 12 and they got a cell phone, why are you?
No. When they are 8 and I give them a cell phone and the mama turned the cell phone off to make sure the father cannot get in contact with the kid. These women are evil. I've seen some evil stuff. To turn off the cell phone and then won't answer hers.
Understand why.
And then we'll text him and say, "Stop calling me on my phone. I already told you we have nothing to talk about." That's evil.
Yeah,
that's alienation.
Parents can be terrible.
That's
Both
because
dads and
people
moms.
can be jealous.
I just
People
don't.
can be-
Honestly, I just don't hang with moms who are like that. So I don't know that woman. But I do believe that there is that woman. I just don't know her.
Those women.
I don't know her personally.
It's not one.
I
It's
know
several.
more so dads that be like, "Hey girl, you could lean on me," and then you had a baby, like, "Oops, gotta go."
Yeah, you shouldn't be leaning. Put a ring on it. If you like it, then you should have put a ring
that
on
baby
it.
changed your chemistry.
It did.
Yes, it did.
The whole chemistry.
You don't
gone.
smell the same. You smell like baby powder.
You used to smell like
Yeah, women.
And now you smell
Perfume.
like-
Now you smell like baby powder.
and throw up.
I can't take it. All right, so don't powder your babies. Or else
Leave your baby stank.
your mans will
Leave
leave
your baby
you.
smelling like when it came out when you had it.
And that's
Coconut.
this episode of Diva Court. We gon' drink to that.
Well, there it is.
Please look for our episodes every Wednesday, listeners. We push them out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts.
Google us.
Don't forget to look for our videos every Wednesday. We push them out on YouTube. Push. You can see the colors that we're presenting. Well, we want to hear from you, listeners. Don't forget to hit us up, like our videos, and subscribe. Tell the divas what you want to talk about. We'll talk about it for you. We have an opinion each. Sometimes that diva just has opinion.
Dance moves. Give it to you.
And as we say here on Diva Court, when we close the show, we'll drink to that.
Are we finished?
We're both. We're done.
We're done.
We got plenty of liquor left.
We do.
We got to drink to that.